Hi, and welcome to our next training module on Aesop. In this module, we're going to start out with showing you when you access Aesop on the computer, what it's going to look like, and we're going to go through some of the settings on it that you can set up on Aesop. So to get started, we're going to go to the internet site, the www.aesoponline.com. When you go into that, this is what it's going to look like for you. So it's going to show you your login information, and so you're going to put in your phone number. So I'm going to put in the coordinator phone number, and then your PIN is going to be 1212 again. And it's going to take a second here to log in. If this is your first time logging in, there is going to be a little pop-up screen that's going to come in, and this screen is going to be gray in the background. There's just a little thing that you need to read that says, that you're agreeing to access the system, and then you'll just click approve down on the bottom of that, and then your screen will pop up that you'll be able to see everything on this. So your home screen, this is going to show you a couple of different things. It's going to show you a calendar showing the current month and then the 2 months in the future. Days that are in green are showing you those are days that have assignments that are available to you that you could accept to work. Days that are in dark gray here are days that you've told the system not available to work. So if you click here on the 27th, it's going to show you a little pop-up of one of the jobs that are happening that day. This job happens to be a job that just there's only one job that's available today on that. If you look right here, you can see on the 27th there's only the job available for Karen Cook, who is a third grade teacher. If you check on these other jobs, you can just scroll down here and it's going to show you jobs that are available on each of those days. So let's say here we want more information on the job for Karen Cook. So I told you in the other module, make sure that you see the dates of the job so you know how many days the job is. This one is from Monday the 27th from 7:40 until 11:10 in the morning. So it is a half-day morning job over at Fairview Elementary. If you go over here to your right, this first icon is going to pop up and tell you the phone number to the school. So if you ever had any questions or you need to contact the school, you can click right there and that will give you the direct number to the school. Next one is the map marker. If you click on that, we've set it up that Aesop is going to tie into Google Maps. So it's going to show you the location of the school and you can zoom out. Up here on the left, you can put your address if you wanted a step-by-step direction on how to get to the school. If you did that, then it would give you directions on how to get to the schools. Just like you'd use a Google map, you can download it on your phone or write them down and it will tell you step-by-step how to get to the school. Another thing to look at here is also the times. So you need to be there at 7:40 in the morning and you'd be dismissed at 11:10 in the morning. One thing that we have done to Aesop is the times shown here give you an additional 15 minutes at the beginning of school before the students actually get into the classroom. So that's a chance for you to go over the lesson plan, have materials and things ready to go before students actually enter into the classroom. Same thing if this was a full day job, the students would be released from the school 15 minutes before the time that you are scheduled to be dismissed for the workday. That's to give you a chance to clean up. We also ask that you please write a note to the teacher or the regular classroom teacher letting them know about how the day went, what materials you were able to do, did you get through all the lesson plan, were there students that were helpful, were there students that you had problems with, disciplinary problems. This is a chance that you can let the teacher know what happened while you were in their classroom for that day or for that period of time. So the next thing we're going to do is, let's say we want to work this one for Karen Cook. So if we click over here on the green accept button, we're saying we're going to accept the number. And if you note up here at the top, this confirmation number, this is the number I was mentioning in the other module, that you want to make sure that you see a confirmation number so that you know that the system has accepted you as the sub for that assignment. If you look up here now on the map, you'll see that the green has turned blue, a light blue, to let you know that you have been scheduled for that job. You can also check here on this tab and you see that you're here for Karen Cook. A couple notes on this tab is if you need to email the teacher, if you click here, this is going to bring up your Outlook that you can send her an email. And then if there's any lesson plans that she has included, you can click on the paperclip and it's going to give you a written form of what the lesson plans are. Or there may be an attachment that you can download onto your computer and use those lesson plans. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what to do. You've accepted this job, but we find out that your plans have changed now. I'm not able to work this job. You can go into the blue icon, the blue date here, click on it. It's going to give you your schedule, you're confirmed for that assignment for that day. You can click down here on the red cancel job button. It's going to say, are you sure you want to cancel? And it's going to give you different reasons that you can select to why you're canceling the job. This just helps us know if, with tracking and reporting on, if it was a sickness, if it was the weather. So just please select the coordinating reason that you're not able to accept that job. So we're going to put weather. We'll say that there was a freak snowstorm that day, and you're going to click the red cancel job. Again, note you're going to have the cancellation assignment number up there at the top, and this day has gone back to green, showing that it is available again to work. Next thing that we're going to look at here is the history. This is going to show you a 3-month history of jobs that you've worked. Where we don't have any jobs in Aesop, it's going to be blank for right now. But if you wanted to go back and see jobs that you worked back in October of 2016, you could click this arrow and it would take you back there that you can see the jobs. So really easy that you can check how many times you've worked. If you wanted to compare that to your time card on Time Clocks Plus, you can do that, and that's totally okay. Feedback, this is going to let you leave feedback for assignments that you've worked. Feedback has to be left within 15 days of the assignment completion. So you wouldn't be able to go back and do feedback for assignments that were back in September or October because it's outside of that 15-day period. But if I worked a job back on the second week in March, it's March 2017, I'd be able to go back and I can leave feedback as to things that happened in that classroom that I was substituting in. There's questions that we have in there that you can respond, and then you can also give a star rating to that teacher, letting them know, 5 stars, it was a great day, everything was there ready for me, there was the materials ready, versus a 1-star day where an example may be that the classroom didn't have anything ready. It was a last-minute assignment, and you were scrambling the entire day trying to figure out what to do, or you couldn't find the lesson plan. So you can leave feedback for those. On the Preference tab, this is where you can go in and change some of your information. The first tab here is your Personal Info tab. So we're going to have your name, we're going to have your phone number to contact you, and an email address. If you want to edit it, you can click edit, and you can edit your phone number and your email address. Anything else, like if there's a name change, you would need to contact Human Resources so that we can get that taken care of for you on the system. Next thing is you can change your PIN. Click on the Change PIN tab. This would be where you change your password. So again, your default one would be 1212. You can change your PIN to anything that you'd like as long as it's a numeric PIN. It doesn't work if it's like an alpha PIN. It has to be all numbers. Next tab here is your schools. when you're first put into Aesop, we put you in that you're available at all schools. So if you're more interested in just working elementary or just working secondary schools, this would be where you'd go in to change that availability. So an easy way to do it, if you want to work all schools, you can click Bonneville School District 93 and then select the information up here that you want applicable. So right now it says I don't want to see assignments for the schools that have the check mark below. I'm going to actually change it now that says I want to see assignments for the schools selected below. Select all and then click the green save button. And what it will do then is your preferences have been saved up at the top of the page. So now I'd be able to see all assignments for everybody school-wide. And you can change this at any time. You don't need to contact the coordinator, the sub-coordinator, or anybody. You can change this as you wish. The next tab is your call times. This would be where if you wanted to take yourself off of the calling, you just wanted to go in onto this website and accept jobs, this would be where you would change that. Again, there's an acknowledgement that says that if you're limiting your availability to accept calls from the district, it's considered a declaration of not accepting work and may be considered a non-work day for verifications. You would just acknowledge that, and then you can say, okay, I don't want to accept phone calls. So if you want to completely turn it off, you click here to yes. Again, it says you set your preferences to, or I did that wrong. It was no before because I had said I don't want to receive phone calls. I just turned it back on, so now it's on the district phone calls. So if you want to click no, it would say you're not going to receive any further phone calls from the school district. Okay. And then your preferences would be set. I'm going to go back in here and turn it back on. Now, if you're working multiple school districts that also work on Aesop, you'd want to do this district list tab. This is where you can set up a multiple district PIN number that would access Aesop over all those school districts. So let's say you're working in Rigby and Idaho Falls, and you want to be able to access all three of the Aesop systems at the same time. You create a new 6-digit multiple district PIN, and then it's going to have you go in and say, oh, we see that you also have a PIN for Rigby School District, and you also have a PIN for Idaho Falls. You click on the next page to link them. I can't do it because I'm not on their substitute teacher list. But then when you log in, you'd want to use this new PIN number in order to access the information on all three school districts. This is something that's really good if you're working multiple school districts. If you accept a job in our school district, you're not going to receive phone calls from Rigby or Idaho Falls for jobs because their Aesop systems will know you already are working for our school district. Or vice versa, if you accept a job in their school districts, we'll know because we'll see that you're not available to work in our school district. So I highly recommend doing this if you are working more than one school district. If you ever have any questions on help or on how to do something, you do have a really good help resource here. If you click on help, it's going to take you into Aesop's Learning Center. They have great videos if you want to look at, I'm having a hard time logging in, I want to change my PIN number. They have great videos and interactive things in here that you can use. If you have any questions as well, you can call the substitute teacher coordinator with the Bonneville School District, and we'd be happy to help you with that. And so that concludes this video, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video.